Welcome to Rhythm and Word. I'm one of the pastors at Fourth Presbyterian Church in Chicago. My name is Rocky Suppinger. This is our weekly video devotional. It's meant to offer a brief experience of Scripture, reflection, and stirring music by Bina and our Sunday afternoon worship band. Grace and peace to you wherever you are and wherever you found us. It's a gift to be in communion with you in this way. During this month's series of videos, we are focusing on biblical images of renewal. In the 40th chapter of the prophet Isaiah, we hear this about renewal. Those who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. This is a very vivid collection of active verbs. Walk, run, mount up, and I'm sure you heard it, renew. Renewal for the prophet is not just something we passively receive, but something we actively can do. The people the prophet is addressing are as in need of renewal as any people could possibly be. The biblical people of Israel were conquered by the Babylonians years before, their city and their temple destroyed, and many of them were taken away in forced exile to Babylon. It was a generational cataclysm, and many believed that it was a consequence of the people's lack of faithfulness to the covenant their ancestors had made with God. How can a people renew itself after such an experience? That may not seem like a practical or urgent question today, given that this text is from thousands of years ago and it's in the pages of the Bible. But people are still exiled every day, all over the world, forced to flee their homes and their homelands to escape bombs, guns, poverty, disease. The impact of exile is felt not only by the women and men crowding into boats and trudging across deserts, but also by their children and their children's children. Exile forms a people's identity for generations. I thought of this recently while reading an essay by Co Bragg about her family's experience of the Great Migration of African Americans from the southern United States to northern cities like Detroit, New York, and Chicago in the late 18 and early 1900s. Thousands of people left Alabama and Georgia and Mississippi, that's where Bragg's family was from, both to pursue economic opportunities in the North and also to escape the terrors of the Jim Crow South. In the case of Bragg's family, it was the lynching of a family member that prompted their personal exile. The essay describes how when Bragg was 17 years old, she and her mother moved to Mississippi, a place she'd hardly ever even visited. And she was surprised, she writes, by how quickly it came to feel like home. Yet she also realized the enormity of what had been lost to all those generations of her forebears as a result of the exile forced upon them. She describes a feeling of resentment and even envy toward Mississippians she met who'd been born and raised there, who'd had parents and grandparents born and raised there. I'd always longed, she writes, to be from a place in that way. Her auntie put a finger on this feeling and tells her, I think there is some strength from knowing your people. It is precisely that strength that is sapped by exile, the strength of knowing your people, past and present, of being connected to them through the place you share with them, the place you intend to pass on to future generations. How can that strength ever be renewed after generations of your people have been exiled from that place and from one another? The prophet has an answer to that question, and the prophet's answer is that strength can be renewed, that people can renew it by waiting for God. Rabbi Shai Held says in his book, Judaism is About Love, to live a life of faith is to wait for God. He cites the formula of an ancient Jewish sage that goes, the king has a retinue. What must it do? Wait for the king. The king has a retinue. What must it do? Wait for the king. Rabbi Held explains that the best manuscripts containing this sagely formula actually alter one letter in the Hebrew word for wait, which renders that word not wait, but imitate. So instead, the formula goes, the king has a retinue. What must it do? Imitate the king. Rabbi Held explains, we wait for God by manifesting love and kindness and compassion in the world. We wait for God by conducting our lives as if human dignity were a fact rather than an ever-deferred dream. We wait for God by making it seem less crazy and less implausible to believe in God. Co Bragg is living her life now in Mississippi, the place her family was exiled from generations ago. I get the sense that she is renewing the strength that exile depleted by living her life now in that place, by making neighbors and caring for them, investing in a community, maybe planting a garden. I wonder if she wouldn't say that these simple acts are actually renewing her strength and the strength of her family. I even wonder if she's not in some small way renewing all of our strength as an American people through her commitment to growth in a place that has sown so much loss and devastation. I wonder about that. Waiting is real work, yet the renewal that we long for and that all the world, all of creation even, yearns and groans for won't come about any other way. Renewal won't be forced into being or innovated into being. By waiting on God and imitating the mercy, the compassion, the dignity of God in everyday acts, we may be coaxing renewal into being without even knowing it. My prayer for you, my prayer for all of us today, is that we might, in small ways and in big ways, wait on the Lord together, thereby coaxing God's renewal into being. Let us pray.
They that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings just like an eagle and soar. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and never faint. They that wait on the Lord, and I wait on the Lord. Hold on a little while longer. Here's what you gotta do. Trust and believe, my friend. He'll work it out for you. One thing you must remember, my God is able and He cares for you. He cares for you. Wait on the Lord and He will come through. Wait on the Lord, He will answer you. Wait on the Lord and it won't be long. Wait on the Lord. They that wait upon Him shall have renewed strength. They shall mount upon wings like eagles that soar. I'm so glad, yeah, I'm so glad. In the midst of my waiting, my blessing They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and never faint. They that wait on the Lord, and I wait on the Lord. Wait